One of the biggest things that I really want to touch on is how desperate I was for change. Like how desperate I needed something to change in my life because the way I was living was not working out for me. My life had become unmanageable. I felt really lost. I felt as though nothing I did could bring me out of my depression. I was struggling with suicidal ideations. I was struggling in my marriage, feeling very isolated. I was so desperate for change. I was attending an intensive therapy program, outpatient therapy, all day for 3 weeks, trying to get a grasp on my depression and anxiety. I was on a lot of antidepressants and antipsychotics. I had also started doing some brain stimulation to try and get my prefrontal cortex back online, and just feeling as though I was trying everything but not being able to get the results that I wanted. I had gone to Grace before, and I believe they talked about Celebrate Recovery at that time, and wavering back and forth between going to church and not going to church. And so I had this, during therapy session, I had this light bulb moment where I realized that I wasn't inviting Jesus into my recovery. I attended my first Celebrate Recovery meeting because I was so desperate for change in my life. I felt immediately comfortable walking in those doors, and I knew that in order for anything to work or for me to grow and heal, I needed to commit myself to attending weekly. They offered a step study, and a step study is an intense deep dive into your struggles, your hurts, habits, and hangups that is in addition to the weekly meetings. And so I immediately signed up for the step study. Since I started Celebrate Recovery and really attending church regularly, I have seen tremendous growth, especially with my relationship with Jesus. I'm learning how to pray. I'm learning how to fill my time in His Word. I'm really focusing on surrounding myself with God-fearing people and learning what my purpose is. In Celebrate Recovery, we have a phrase that God doesn't waste a hurt, and I do honestly believe that God is not wasting my hurts, that this difficult season in my life is now becoming part of my purpose. I don't miss feeling depressed or anxious. I still struggle every now and again, but I've learned so many tools, and I have the accountability partners and the people that I can lean on. Thank God that Jesus has really walked me through this recovery journey. I have become a totally different person in the last 18 months. Celebrate Recovery is a place for everyone. We're all struggling with a hurt, habit, or hang-up that isn't allowing us to draw us nearer to Jesus. I think Celebrate Recovery is a place for you because it saved my life.